Welcome back to the channel. My name is David Osuji, your psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Today, our topic of conversation is how to harness the power of chance to create your own lucky break. Imagine this scenario. Two people face the same life-altering event, an unexpected loss of employment. One person sees it as a devastating setback, while the other person sees it as an unexpected chance to reinvent themselves. What is the difference between these two perspectives? Is it fate, chance, or something more within their control? Psychologists like Dr. Richard Wiseman have spent decades studying and unraveling the mystery of luck. Their findings reveal something incredible. Luck isn't some random cosmic force. It's a skill rooted in how we think and act, and everyone can develop this mindset. Today, I'll share with you how to harness the science of luck to transform your life. So, what makes someone lucky? See, lucky people aren't born with four-leaf clovers in their pocket. They've learned to cultivate a mindset that attracts opportunities. One of Dr. Wiseman's most fascinating experiments shows us exactly how this works. In this study, participants were divided into two groups, those who consider themselves to be lucky and those who consider themselves to be unlucky. Both groups of people were given a task to flip through a newspaper and count the number of photographs inside. Here's a twist. There's always a twist. On the second page of the newspaper contained a large message that read, "Stop counting, there are 43 photographs in this newspaper." The participants in the study who considered themselves to be lucky were far more likely to notice this message and they stopped counting, while the participants who considered themselves to be unlucky often missed this message entirely and they kept counting. So, why did this happen? What was the conclusion from the study? Lucky individuals tend to be a lot more relaxed and open to their surroundings, which allows them to notice unexpected opportunities, while unlucky individuals, on the other hand, are often so focused on the task at hand or their worries in their head that they miss out on what's right in front of them, sometimes opportunities that could lead to simple advantages or life-altering chances. So, Dr. Wiseman's research highlights 4 key traits shared by lucky individuals, and we will dive into each one of them right now. 1. Optimism. Optimistic people do not ignore challenges, instead they reinterpret them or reframe them. Neuroscience research tells us that their brains are wired to spot opportunities where other people might see roadblocks. For example, when faced with failure, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? Or how might this open doors I hadn't considered yet? This mindset transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Practical tip for you to improve your optimism. Try cognitive reframing. Consider this. Have you ever faced a setback before? In hindsight, turned out to be a blessing. That's optimism at work. Now the goal is to harness optimism in foresight instead of in hindsight. The next time you encounter a setback, write down a way or one way it could lead to a positive outcome. In fact, with negative or unpleasant situations that you encounter on a daily basis, try to reframe them to look at the bright side. This trains your brain to see the silver lining in negative situations. Point number 2. Openness to experience. Lucky people live lives with curiosity. They approach life with what psychologists call a beginner's mindset, always open to new ideas, new people, and new experiences. Take Sarah Blakely, for example, the founder of Spanx. She didn't know anything about fashion or manufacturing, but she had the courage to experiment with her idea. That openness, curiosity, and persistence transformed a simple frustration that she experienced in her personal life into a billion-dollar business. Practical tip for you to increase openness. Break out of your normal routines. Attend a new class. Meet someone outside of your social circle. Take a different route home. Talk to that random stranger at the coffee shop. You never know what or who you might discover that will lead to an opportunity. Point number 3, serendipity mindset. Have you ever met someone by chance who ended up changing your life? That's serendipity. Serendipity is defined as the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. Lucky people create these moments by cultivating diverse networks of people, engaging with different perspectives, and staying open to unexpected connections. Research even shows that people with cross-disciplinary networks are 60% more likely to experience career breakthroughs. Practical tip for you to increase serendipity in your life. At your next social event, don't just stick with familiar faces and people you're comfortable with. Strike up a conversation with someone outside of your field. You might learn some new insights that can shift your perspective on something or even open new doors of opportunity. Point number 4, calculated risk-taking. Luck favors the bold, but not the reckless. Lucky people don't gamble recklessly. They take measured, calculated risks. They assess risks and then take decisive action. They prepare for uncertainty while staying open to spontaneous opportunities. Think of astronauts like Chris Hadfield, who has gone on 2 space shuttle missions to space. He has to prepare meticulously for every possible outcome, yet embrace the uncertainty and the unknowns of traveling into space. Preparation wasn't the opposite of being spontaneous, it was the foundation for it. Because when you are well prepared, you're relaxed and able to handle unexpected events. Practical tip for you to increase courage. When considering a new endeavor, a business venture, or just any activity that is new to you and might possibly involve risks, make 3 lists. 1 is a list of the worst case scenario, 2, list of the best case scenario, and 3, most likely outcome. Then plan for all 3 potential scenarios. This will help you move forward with confidence and courage. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but doing the thing in spite of fear. Here's where the science gets even more fascinating. Our brains are like opportunity noticing machines because the brain essentially functions by recognizing patterns and making predictions. Studies show that optimistic individuals have neural pathways that are more attuned to noticing positive outcomes. Think of it like upgrading your radar system. When you focus on opportunities, your brain becomes better at noticing opportunities. And this isn't just a theory. In a follow-up study, Dr. Wiseman demonstrated that lucky people are more likely to notice unusual or unexpected details in their environment. This heightened awareness doesn't just create luck, it multiplies it. Practical tip for you. Train your opportunity radar by practicing mindfulness daily. Spend 5 minutes a day noticing the small details around you, the colors, the sounds, the sensations. This simple exercise increases your awareness of your environment and sharpens your ability to notice opportunities. Let me tell you a story about John. John lost his job unexpectedly during the pandemic, a situation many of us might consider to be catastrophic. But instead of letting this event be a roadblock, he reframed it as an opportunity to change career paths. While looking for work and contemplating what new direction to go with his career, John decided to volunteer at a local food bank. While he was working at the food bank, he met someone who introduced him to someone else who introduced him to a new career path. Today, John calls that layoff the luckiest event of his life. What John did was no accident. He reframed his situation from negative to positive. He stayed open to new connections, which allowed serendipity to happen, and he took a calculated risk by stepping into the unknown. See, luck isn't magic, it is a skill. It isn't about waiting for life to hand you a winning ticket. It's about showing up, seeing possibilities where others might see problems, taking small calculated risks, and staying open to life surprises. How many opportunities have passed you by simply because you wasn't paying attention, or because you were too timid, too scared to interact with your environment, to interact with people? Ask yourself, what small step will I take to create my next lucky break? Because in the end, your luck isn't waiting for you, it's waiting on you. That's all I got for you today, folks. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, and please share with someone who you think will appreciate the message. See you in the next video.